right, so I'm going to talk to you all a little bit about manifesting in your life, especially manifesting in business. I know the times that I jump on are very strange, and it's just a time that I have. The kids are out of school, so my little dude may come running in here, hopefully nice, so I can get through this time. Hello, Melita. Hopefully I can get through this talk this time, but I got a little story that I'm going to tell without giving too many identifiers. You wouldn't be able to identify this person anyway, but I met this lady the other day as I was grabbing lunch. And I was working and I went to grab lunch around the corner from my office, and I jumped out of my truck, pretty much wobbled out, and she was like, who made the magnets on the side of your truck? And I said, I said, Vistaprint. And she said, oh, okay. And that was it, but we're still standing there face to face. And she said, well, how much did they cost? And I said, you know what, I don't even remember. I've gotten so many things done for marketing, I don't remember. I said, I think $30, $40 each, I'm not sure. And she was like, oh, okay. And we're still standing there. And I'm like, you make magnets, don't you? Because I can tell. And she's not promoting herself, but I can tell that she's in this space. That's why she's asking these questions. That's the first thing. Never, ever, ever be afraid to promote yourself. Even if somebody said they used a big company, it does not matter. If you do that, I do that too. That's beautiful. Next time you're ready to create something, hit me up. Here's my card. She was just standing there. So I said, you make magnets, huh? And she said, yeah, I do. I make a lot of things. I make this and I make that. And I said, okay, well, how would I know that? And she said, what do you mean? I said, you didn't say that. You just asked me a couple questions and then you didn't say anything else. She was like, well, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm going to get business out here in this area, so I guess. I said, why not? And she said, well, because of the way I look. I said, how do you look? And she said, well, because I'm black. I said, do you see me? And she was like, well, yeah, you black too. I don't know. And she said, well, everybody needs a nurse, so it's probably easy for you to get business. And I said, no, you are the problem. And she said, how am I the problem? And she's like, you know what? Somebody else told me that I'm the problem. And that's why I'm having a problem with this business. I said, yeah, you are the problem. She's like, how am I the problem? I said, let me say again, you the problem. Let me just say it like that. I said, because first off, you already feeling like you're not going to get any customers because of how you look. So all of your customers have to look like you, or you feel like you're not going to get any business. I said, for one, that's the wrong way to be thinking, is that I'm not going to get any business because of this area. You have to think about your product or your service as who needs this. And it's always people need this. It's not a certain person. It's not people who look like you. It's not, it's people need this. So when you identify your customer, your client, it is people need this product. They need my help. And so she was saying, well, I just feel like people wouldn't support my business. I said, again, you're the problem, because you shouldn't be thinking about support my business. You should be thinking about, how can I support my customer? How can I support my client? What am I giving that is going to make the lives of my customer better, make it easier? How am I solving a problem? How can I support you should be the way that we speak as business owners, instead of support my business, support my business. And so she said, you're right, you know what, somebody else said that. So that's number one. Number two, actually, and that's why I told her, you are the problem. You don't think you're going to get customers. You feeling like nobody wants to support my business. And number three, a lot of the people that she was doing things for and creating marketing material for were family members. Most of them were family members. She was making t-shirts, she was making flyers and things, and then, you know, some people didn't want to pay because they felt, you know, they wanted a deal. And I told her, again, you're the problem, because I'm sorry to tell you, but family is not your customer a lot of times, and they most certainly should not be your first customer. So all of your customers are family members. You're gonna bend over backwards for family members. You're gonna take phone orders. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. And I told her, I don't take phone orders. I have a website. You order through my website, it comes through my system with the address and everything. I can just hit print and then I can ship you your product. And she said, wow, you know, because I was on the phone, you know, for long periods of time getting orders and trying to make it the way they want me to make it. And I said, that's the thing. Family is really not your first customer, because they want you to bend over backwards, or they often have that feeling like, I am supporting you, so give me something extra because I'm your auntie, and you're gonna get drained before you even get started. So your product or your service should be so good that, come in, Ian. It should be so good that your family members become a part of it because it's something that they need, not because they are your aunt or your cousin. Hi, Ian. I knew you would interrupt this. I was trying to get through it. So that's the other thing. She's been dealing with a lot of family customers. And then what else did she say? There was so much that we talked about in that quick little 15 minutes while I was picking up my food. But basically, when you are manifesting, you have to know that you are in the space that you're supposed to be in. And it shouldn't matter what your customer looks like. If you are in a helping profession, you should be open to helping everybody. I'm trying to think of the other things that she said that, she had no marketing. So if you do magnets and car magnets, why was there no magnets on your vehicle? So that's what I told her. Ian, hush. I said, how do I know that you do what you do? And she said, I don't know. I said, you didn't tell me. And then you make these magnets that I have on the side of my truck, but you don't have any magnets on your vehicle? And she said, you know what, somebody else said that. And I told her, you should have magnets if you make magnets so I could see your work. And she was like, well, I don't know. I said, you don't feel confident in your product? And she said, I do. I know I do good work. I just don't know if I want it on my car. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. That's the other thing. You have to be proud of your product, and you cannot be ashamed of what you make, and you cannot be ashamed to put it on your vehicle. I bought this big old yellow truck because I want you to see me. Let me turn this down, Ian. Sit over there, baby. I want you to see me, and I want you to know what I do, and I'm not embarrassed about it, because I know that it's something that the people need. All right, let me see this comment. You have to be very careful about what you're saying about yourself and your business. Yes, whatever you're saying with your mouth is what's going to manifest. If you're saying they're not going to come to me because of the way I look, they're not going to come to you because of the way you look. Even the people who look like you are not going to come to you because of the way you look. And that's the other thing I was telling her. I said, you need to be ready and promote yourself. And I said, put your personality in your business. And she said, well, what do you mean put my personality in it? I said, put your personality in your business. And she said, well, I'm mean. I'm not nice. I'm mean. Here, Ian, you play.
I don't. I don't like.
And she said, well, I'm not nice. I'm mean. I said, you're mean.
I don't like that.
What do you mean you're mean? So then I said, well, why would I want your mean products? And she said, I get what you're saying. I said, why would I want
the card game.
to wear, hold on, Ian, one moment. Look, this is how you find a new game. Which game you want to play? Baby Shark. Right here. Play that one. And so she did so much stuff in marketing, from t-shirts to he said she shouldn't be in business if she mean but I'm sorry, but that's kind of what I told her. I said, I don't want your mean products. And she was like, well, I think I do a good job with the products, but I'm just mean, so I said, so you don't want to be the forward-facing person. I said, okay, I can understand that, because I said, I don't really network. I said, I do a lot of social media stuff, but I don't really like go out and go to this event and hi, I'm D, and that's not my personality. I don't like to, I'm not sociable like that, you know. In those environments, I kind of fall back and chill. So I do my stuff through social media, Google, all of that. And so she was like, well, I'm mean, so I don't know if I should be forward facing. And I said, well, I don't want what you're making. I don't want your mean shirt. I don't want your mean magnets. I said, because that's the energy that you're putting off. That's the energy that's in your business, is that you mean. And so she was like, well, I'm not really mean. So there was always something to say back for how I was explaining how she needs to change who she's presenting. You know, she might not be mean, but she's presenting herself as mean. And, you know, she was beautiful. She had her lashes and stuff. And she was like, well, what I mean is when people see me, they think I'm mean. And I said, okay, well, that's different from saying I'm mean. So when people think you're mean, it's still you. You're the problem. Your energy is emitting this meanness. And when I look at you, and you're wearing your t-shirt, but you come in like with the duck lips because you know you cute and everything. I mean, I know I'm cute, but I'm going to come in smiling. Hi, you know, I'm here for blah, blah, blah. No matter where I go, whether I'm going to pick up my food, my lunch, my items that I've ordered, I am going to always come in with a smile because I am the face of my business. You will not think I'm mean, even if I am mean, and I'm not, but you wouldn't think it. So you should not have a mean duck face like I think I'm cute and you need what I need. I said, so that's a problem there. Again, you are the problem. And so she was like, you're saying a lot of stuff that I've heard. You know, this has been helpful. Thank you so much. And so, yes, just like he said, customers aren't buying your products as much as they're buying you or your personality. Yes, it is your energy that's in the business. And we say this all the time. It is your energy that is in the business, no matter what it is. So when you're looking around saying, well, this person does the same thing as me, this person does the same thing as me, and that's what I told her. I said, how are you different? How is your energy different? I said, just like when we first started talking, you told me, well, everybody needs a nurse. No, when I first opened up, people who looked just like me were coming into my business talking about, I don't know why you still calling yourself a nurse if you don't work in the hospital. This type of stuff that you're doing is not even nursing, and they're in my establishment. You know, they've booked an appointment, but after the appointment, they feel the need to tell me how what I'm doing does not make sense for a nurse. And I kept going. So while she's feeling like, well, it was easy for you because you're a nurse, it was not easy for me. I had to push through all of these preconceived notions because nobody knew about holistic nursing, it seems like, even though it's huge everywhere. And so it's not easy. You're looking at somebody else like, oh, it's easy because of this. It's easy because of that. Oh, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or I'm mean. So in essence, she was the problem, even though she had a whole lot of reasons why everyone else was the problem. Another thing, she had a customer who asked for a refund. and she said, I don't want to give her a refund because I did what I was supposed to do. I made the product, but she didn't like it. I said, give her a refund. She said, no. I mean, I lost money. I had to ship it. I had to pay for overnight shipping. And I said, give her a refund. Ian, turn it down. And I said, I'm not saying that you owe her a refund, but her energy will be in your business. And she said, what do you mean? I said, if she goes and tells everybody she does bad work and I asked for a refund and she wouldn't give it to me, I said, my policy is no refunds after a certain amount of time. I said, but there's been a time or two where I'm like, here, you can have, this is not the place for you because you have to book, you have to pay to book with me. It wasn't always like that, but at this point in the business, it's like that. It's the way it is. So you have to pay to get an appointment with me because you are booking a time slot. And there's been a time or two where somebody sent a message at the last minute. I would like a refund for my appointment. And you're supposed to do it 2 days before. And so I would write back, you need to do a cancellation at least 48 hours before. And I would just like a refund. This is not my client yet. I have not seen you yet. I have not worked with you yet. My policy is no refund. But why would I keep this person's money and they haven't even been to me yet? And so I'm like, here, you can have your refund. And I would respond with, this is likely not the place for you because we have certain rules in place to keep the business flowing and to keep the energy good. And I say something nice as to why they probably won't be one of my clients in the future. But you have power in your business. You can say no refunds, or you can say, here, you can have your money back, because I don't want anybody saying she kept my money and I never got my service or I never got my appointment. And so I told her, hence we have, Ian, give me that tablet, it's too loud. So I told her, hence we have nearly 100 5-star reviews. I said, no 3, no 4. I said, because I am serious about the customer's experience. I knew I shouldn't have had this talk while he was out of school. Everything is going wrong, but I'm almost done. So, I told her, goodness, I forgot what I was saying. But, goodness, I keep dropping. Okay, let's hurry up and get done with this so I can tend to my child. But I told her, sometimes you just need to give a refund so that you can keep that positive energy in your business. You do not want anybody running around town, all through Atlanta, all through Gwinnett, all through, the Georgia area, talking about you do bad business. Because at the end of the day, that little money that you kept from auntie or cousin that shouldn't have been your customer anyway, because you were bending over backwards, it's going to mess up the entire flow, the entire energy of your business. So I said, please, just give auntie a refund. And she still was like, and I was like, okay, you can keep popping, but auntie gonna run her mouth. But honestly, auntie was already running her mouth. So I told her, I said, I could tell you're a sweet person and you went over and beyond for your customers, for your family members. And I know that you're feeling hurt. The reason why you don't want to give her a refund because you spent money, you lost money overnight in the item. I said, but at the same time, you have to know that more money is going to come to you. More customers are going to come to you. Just send her money so that energy is not flowing in your business. But basically, we had this long talk for about 15 minutes. We talked about everything under the sun. And I just wanted to share that with you, that when you are manifesting or trying to do something in your life, but especially manifesting in business, if it's not going right, you need to look at self. Not feel guilty, not feel like, I can't do this, I'm not good enough. But look at me and say, how is my energy? How is my personality flowing? Am I ashamed to market my product? Am I ashamed? The other thing was, she said that she's doing a lot of marketing through Facebook. And I said, you're in the wrong place. And she said, somebody else told me that too. I said, Facebook, they are over there talking about what they ate for dinner. They are over there sitting on the porch talking about, oh, I got some new shoes. Oh, we went to Disney World. They are not studying your products. I said, so I would put something over on Facebook and get 2 likes. I'm gonna still put it there. I said the same thing that I put over on Facebook, I put on Instagram or on another social media platform, and I get 200 and 300 likes. She was like, really? Somebody else said Facebook is not the place for business. I said it depends on what kind of business you have, but for me, I put the same stuff in both places. I might switch it up a little bit. I said, but my feelings do not get hurt at all when these Facebook people over here give me no likes or 2 likes or 1 comment. I said, because it's not my feelings that's in my business. I know that what I'm saying is a message. It needs to be said. Whether they like it or not, they saw it. So I'm going to keep sending it over there. And I said, so you need to get, you definitely need to get Instagram, and a lot of people talk about TikTok and all that. I said, that is why I chose to put my Instagram handle on my truck. I said, because that's where I do most of my work is through Instagram. I said, that's really my flow. You know what I mean? That's my focus. And she was like, well, I don't even know how to work Instagram. I said, Lord, you over there on Facebook. You fooling with the folks on Facebook. The folks on Facebook, they are not trying to, I don't know, don't let me talk about all the Facebook people, because we all have Facebook and all the platforms. But for some reason on Facebook, we're showing our plates and what we ate and talking about our kids and, you know, a whole bunch of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with business. So I honestly don't spend much time over there when I'm focused on business. So I told her, you know, go ahead and open up your other social media platforms. That's number 1. Like a lot of times when we start our business, we going to get somebody to do graphics and all this. I've said this before, but you can just open up your social media platforms and then make your name the same across all the platforms or similar if it's already taken. But that's one of the easy things that you can do that's free. So you should not be running a business that does marketing and makes magnets. And even, you know, in my office, I have the little sign that says Listening Hands Holistic Therapy, the wooden sign. She did that too, and she showed it to me in her phone. It was beautiful. She did beautiful work. And I said, how I know you do any of this stuff? You over there on Facebook talking to auntie and cousin and them, because that's all the folks that I got over there, and old classmates from high school. And, you know, why you over there talking to them? They are not your first customer. You can send it over there, but your customer is going to be somebody who you do not know, who's going to look at you and look at your story and look at your product and say, wow, that's amazing. I want that product. Auntie gonna be like, I want that, but can you put some pink dots on it with some pink this and some ribbons, and then can you get it to me by 2 hours from now? Because that's your auntie. I mean, you're gonna have to get professional. I told her, get professional with your business and have standards. You do it this way. You order from me this way. So in essence, the talk was beautiful. I really enjoyed talking to her. I do think she was a beautiful person. I just think that she's getting a little bitter because of the way this business is going, and just the way that she's been handling some of the things and the people that she's chosen to take as customers. I do not take everybody. You know, when you first come out in business, people think, oh, you're supposed to take everybody. You're a new business. They call like, I don't need any healing work. I just need a massage. And y'all, I say back on the phone, I'm so sorry, but this might not be your place, because healing work is what we do. And they say, oh, well, what's the healing part of it? And I said, honestly, massage is healing. And I use that opportunity to educate, to share my energy, to share the way that my business is a loving and caring business with good energy. You're not going to call me and tell me I don't want any of that other stuff, that spiritual healing stuff, just a massage. And I say, okay, what time would you like your appointment? That's not what I do. So why would you take somebody just for the money because they can pay you if it's not what you do? You have standards in your business. You need to have standards in your business. And I know in the beginning it feels like all money is good money, but all money is not good money, because when you get that customer who does not fit in the flow of what you do, you are going to be drained, my love. You are going to feel all of the funky stuff from that person who said they didn't want any healing work. They just want a massage, or, you know, I just woke up and I'm hurting, so massage me, Nurse D. Nurse D ain't doing it. If you don't want to hear and you don't want to talk about why you woke up feeling funky, and you just want to walk in and I'm here for my 2:30 and go to the back, that ain't it. That's not who I work with. So my business has been beautiful because from the beginning, I knew what my focus was, and what I was bringing to the community, and what I was bringing to the world, and what I wanted it to look like. I wanted it to look like healing, all around holistic healing. And that's what you have to know. You have to know what your product is, what you're bringing to the world, what you want it to look like, and who are you in the business. And do not change who you are. Do not break any standards. And know, if you are mean, or you got ugly face, or you got duck face, you need to figure something out with all of that. You need to fix that. Like I told her, if that is your resting face, and you cannot change it, I said, you don't need to put your face anywhere on the business. I said, just put your products. I said, because your products are beautiful while you work on all of this. I said, you're beautiful, but if you telling me that everybody who sees you feels like you're mean, I said, I said, you might not need to put your face on the side of your car. Well, anyway, it was a fun talk. It was a good talk. Thank you for being here. Of course, I'll save the video and download it on my page. And let me send to my little child over here. Bye.